Shubhodaya. Good morning all. Welcome to the first class in 2014. It's a happy new year to you all. And this is the 35th batch here in Rowville. And over the Christmas holidays I was in India and I had about 70 classes in 25 days. And I went to prison to teach the life sentence people as well as juvenile people and as well as the police department. I had yoga with them, and in Vidyapita, I went to Vidyapita to all the faculty people. I had yoga with for the faculty people as well as the students. It's about 180 students were there. And in Vidyapita, it's around the 7th year that I am doing yoga classes in Vidyapita, and also we have a center in Bangalore. I had a regular classes, and a new addition to that one this year, I had a class for physically and mentally challenged people, that people who are blind people, deaf people, who can't speak. I had class for those people, and also that it's mentally they can't lie down, that they keep flipping, that they can't lie down in the back also, that mentally they are disturbed. And when they are sitting, that they start screaming. There is no control over their senses. I had a class for those people. They had, it's a very good result through the yoga, that it's a cream of that one. Towards the end, one person who hardly could able to speak, with great difficulty, he came to me and he said, "Thank you very much." That when he was saying that tears were there in his eyes, that they are the neglected part of the society, that very few people spend their time, that I thought at that moment that it's a service to the human beings is much better than doing some seva in the temple. Temple, it's a still pratima, this is a moving pratima. In Mahabharata there is a saying, na manushyanam, it's a mukhya, that na manushyanam mukhyanam, that there is no seva. It's a seva to the human beings is the highest one. Even in the Mahabharata says that it's a service to the humanity is the highest seva. That is the message of our scriptures also. And yoga, that coming back to yoga, this first class, we will chant the Vedic mantra, that Vedic Shanti mantra. This broad meaning of this one, this talks about 5 qualities. 4 qualities we need to acquire, and 1 quality we should not acquire that one. We will 4 qualities we have to acquire, and may the Lord enter in the teacher and make the teacher to speak the right things. That is the 1 quality. Second one, may the student, Lord, enter into the students. May the students be able to understand what teacher is talking. It should be a 2-way communication. It should not be only 1-way communication. Is the second qualities. And by acquiring, what should happen? Both should get nourished. Not only the teacher should get nourished, student also should get nourished by this process. By nourishing, what should happen? For 4th quality, with nourishment, with the extra energy, we should accomplish great things in our life, and we should bring glory to our tradition, glory to the nation, glory to the fellow beings. It's a 4th quality. We have to become effulgent, radiant. And the last quality, we should not acquire. There should not be no animosity between the student and the teacher. There should be it's a harmony between the student and teacher. There should not be no animosity. That's the 5th quality. It's a 5th quality we should not acquire. Other 4 qualities we should acquire. We'll repeat after that one. Om Sahana Avatu. Om Sahana Avatu. Sahano Bhunaktu. Sahano Bhunaktu. Sahaviryam Karavavahai. Sahaviryam Karavavahai. Tejasvinavadhitamastu. Ma vidvishavahai. Ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So yoga that both in India and here, they say when I say I'm going to yoga class, it's connotes to swinging arms and legs. Even in India also, most of the yoga schools, they teach that one, that yoga class means doing some physical exercise. And yoga is more to that one. That's one is we need a healthy body. That they are also partially right. We need a healthy body. It's not only the physical asana. It's sharira madhyam khalu dharma sadhanam. We need a healthy body. Then only we can accomplish great things in the life. If we are falling sick always, and if you are not physically not able, you can't accomplish many things in your life. That you need a healthy body. That healthy body and healthy body should be contained. That healthy mind should be there in the healthy body. And it says yoga not only adds years to our life, but also yoga adds quality into our life. It's a yoga that not only that doing yoga, generally that the people live long. Not only live long, they lead a quality life. It's a well-known fact, that a proven fact. It's as we age, that we tend to retire. That age with the quality. It's not bedridden. And yoga says. Our scripture says we have 5-layered personality, Annamaya Kosha, and within that one Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, Anandamaya Kosha. And living just like it's a big physique itself is not the goal. That we need a healthy body. Within that, that is called a sharira. We need a healthy body. If the mind is not stable, if the person is not stable person, if a person is very erratic, if the person is not dependable, we would not like to interact with that person. Person is gauged based on how that person's mind is. If the person is calm, serene, dependable person, then only we would like to interact with that person. That when we join a company, they make it's a cross-reference. How is that person? They are not measuring how is this body. They are measuring that whether that person is a dependable person. We are measured based on our mind. One is the physical body, and one is physical body that even dead body. There is a body is there, but when we start breathing, that means that person is alive. That is the Pranamaya Kosha. When they're not just breathing, if a person is in a coma, that person also breathes. But if a person can think, that is called as Manomaya Kosha, that thinking faculty. And there is another one called as Vijnanamaya Kosha. In Rigveda, there is one sukta called Pani Sukta. Pani Sukta, it talks about it's a intellectual, over-intellectualism and intuition. There are two faculty. If a person is too intellectual or intuition, and Pani Sukta says, God's divine beings protects one who has intuition, who approaches intuition. One who aspires for intuition, he is protected. He or she is protected by all the divine beings. It goes by a story that. Indra was having a cow. It's a cow. It's indicating intuition. And he appointed one dog to look after the cow. Make sure that cow is looked after well. Wherever it goes, dog is protecting that cow. And dog indicates intellectualism. And the demonic forces, they wanted to steal this cow, and what they did, they bribed this dog. These demonic forces, they told this dog that you are our sister, you are like our sister. That they pampered the dog, and they gave some meat to the dog, and it was no longer loyal to the cow. And they stole the cow. And that story says that our mind is cow is like a intuition, and divine forces are after that one. And intellectualism, too intellectual. We want the rationalism, too logical, always argumentative, and we are arguing for everything, and we are trying to derive it to the conclusion based on the logic. And it is said, with logic we can prove anything and we can disprove anything. That's why logic is not authentic. Logic is not the ultimate. And with logic we can prove anything and disprove anything. And through logic we can prove that this is a night time. And it need not be a true. And it's a over-intellectualism and intuition. Intuition is the one, truth is revealed. And logic follows the intuition. And when the scientist or a rishi, with the contemplation, the truth is revealed to the scientist. And he or she works out the logic to defend that truth. Whereas in the intellectual approach, through the logic, mind follows the logic. Whereas in the intuition, logic follows the mind. It's two different things. It's a Manomaya Kosha. Manomaya Kosha is true intellectualism, and Vijnanamaya Kosha working through the intuition. You go through the intuition, contemplate. Yoga helps us to subdue the mind so that Unmani Bhava, subdue the mind, and so that the intuition starts working. That when the intuition starts working, that person is protected by the divine forces, and that Anandamaya Kosha, the bliss dawns to that person. When that intuition dawns in, that not to be too intellectual, too argumentative, and contemplate. When the mind is subdued, the truth dawns within. When the truth dawns in, immense bliss, Anandamaya Kosha follows that one. Yoga helps us to tap into the Vijnanamaya Kosha, tap into the intuition, and leading to the Anandamaya Kosha. And doing yoga is, they say there are two aspects. One is Hatha Nigraha, one is Karma Nigraha. If I want to drive a cow to the cowshed, I have two options. One is take a stick in my hand and from behind beat the cow into the cowshed. It is called as Hatha Nigraha. With force, I take the cow into the cowshed. Another option, take some fodder in your hand and lead from the front. When you are walking in front, cow follows you into the cowshed. They say when you are doing the yoga also, when you are doing the asana also, not to force yourself with beating the cow with a stick. Gently follow the mind and gently cajole, observe your mind. Every body is different, every body is different. Observe your body, listen to your body. If you are getting a pain, it's an indication. Now proceed with caution. Listen to the body. Try not to imitate others. Listen to your body, gently follow your body, and when you are doing that one, you won't injure yourself. It's a prime thing. Listen to your body and gently do your asanas. And appropriate time to do the asana, empty stomach is an appropriate. And if you are on medication, if you can't be on empty stomach, you can have light breakfast and come for yoga. And when you are doing, try not to do with very stiff trousers and shirts. Loose trousers and shirts are conducive for doing yoga.